This is a photograph of my cousin, Peter Miller, who died recently from COVID in a nursing home. I'm David Hoffman, filmmaker. Usually I have my bird by my side and I'm in my studio, but I have COVID and I'm recovering. I'm in day 8 and doing well, knock on wood, in isolation. So my recording is not from my usual place, but I've got something really special to share with my subscribers. So Peter Miller and David Hoffman, first cousins, grew up near each other. We went to beaches in summer together. Our mothers were sisters, both immigrants from the Ukraine, both very sweet families, kind people, nice. 20 some years ago, Peter married Dottie, and it was a real love affair between them. And Peter has been in a nursing home for 4.5 years, body falling apart. He's deaf, hard. And then COVID strikes and he can't even see her. She comes to see him on a daily basis, twice a day. Real lovers. And he's coming to the end of his life. He decides to accept no COVID treatment. And NPR, doing local radio in New Hampshire, asks people to do a recording of this experience. And they do one. You're about to hear it. It's beautiful. The love between them, the kindness, the sweetness, the understanding by the both of them that a passage is coming, the acceptance of that. I play this for my subscribers and others, whatever stage of life you're in. I'm not in the stage of life where I'm passing, but when I am, I'd like to be doing it like this with my wife, Heidi. I don't believe that rest in peace is appropriate for Peter. I believe it's more like you must be in a wonderful place and you're being wonderful in it. So take a listen, take the 13 minutes. It's worth it.
April 20th. My name is Peter Miller. I am 77 years old. The administrator of my nursing home knows that I like to write and suggested that I keep a record of my thoughts and feelings about the coronavirus pandemic in a journal. So that is what I've commenced today. I want to try to describe what it's like in my nursing home right now. Residents have not been allowed to have any visitors. We have been quarantined in our rooms for the whole 2 months, with no one but staff and our roommates to interact with. Can't management see that residents need more than nonstop TV to sustain their will to live? My roommate just sits in his armchair all day long, listlessly watching the same TV channel. Is it okay to kill people with nothingness if that's what it takes to protect them from coronavirus? April 27th. The lone exception to the no visitor rule is that a resident can have the loved ones present while he is dying. My wife Dottie and I have shared our feelings about this. I told her that I would prefer she not be present while I am dying. I don't want her last memory of me to be how I looked when I was near death, and I don't want her to expose herself to the virus.
Well, it's a lovely morning, a little chilly the way I like it, and I'm going to make some scrambled eggs for me and the dogs. I'm glad that I like to be at home alone because otherwise I don't know what I would do. I felt really guilty that I couldn't take care of him by myself. And we had home health aides coming in and it just wasn't working. I moved through it until the COVID-19 crisis hit and people were dying in nursing homes. And then I rethought. I thought, is there any way he can live at home so he can be safe? And I can't. We don't have the funds for him to live at home. So my guilt came back because I know if he lives at home, he's safer. But I'm stuck, not being able to provide that for him. I think it's grief. I think I'm grieving.
May 26th. Yesterday I watched one of my favorite movies, The Best Years of Our Lives, filmed after the Second World War ended. The movie portrays the difficulties soldiers experienced as they try to readjust to civilian life. I liked the realism, particularly the awkwardness the men and their wives displayed as they tried to rekindle their romantic feelings. The film made me wonder how it will feel for me and Dottie when we are able to be together again. Will we experience an awkward readjustment? I miss Dottie's proximity and her affectionate touch. I feel so alone here sometimes.
So, first of all, I had a test for COVID-19 that came back negative. Then I sent an email to the administrator and said, I'm free of COVID-19. Is there any way I can visit Peter? And she said no, which I kind of knew she was going to say, but I figured it was worth a try. And Peter gets terrible ear infections, and it's been 3 months now, so we're worried that he has an ear infection. So the doctor's office said he has to come in. So that's the only reason that he's allowed out of the building. And they said, why doesn't Dottie go? Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I feel like it's our first date. I'm like, what? I'm like giddy with, oh my God, I can't believe it. Now I'm getting in the car, getting ready to see Peter, which I haven't seen him in 3 months because of the pandemic. I pressed the record button while I was waiting for him, and I listened to it, and you can hear my excitement and him coming through the door. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Is this him? Wait a minute. It's him, yes. Okay. I haven't seen him in 3 months. And well, there was no privacy in that moment, so that was kind of weird. But you can tell in the tape where there's no sound. We're just taking each other in. I dressed up for our date.
I love your show. 3 whole months, can you believe it?
It's been so long.
This is wonderful.
It is. So we went down to the doctor's office, and they put us in a room where the doctor was, and we told him that we hadn't seen each other for 3 months. So after his appointment, the doctor was so cute. He was like, we can just put you in an exam room and you're still being examined. I was like, oh, that would be so wonderful. Thank you.
I'm going to leave my mask up.
Who cares?
Do you think I should put it back up?
No.
It's okay like this.
Yeah. I love you, honey.
It shouldn't be that difficult to make this happen periodically. Well, I'll work on it. Oh, what is that?
Cheddar Swiss.
Good thinking. Maybe I'll wheel forward a bit so we can touch.
Okay, let's hold hands. How's that? Your hands are so soft.
I better soak it up.
Me too.
Well, you have a lovely smile.
Oh,
I hope I do too.
you do?
I'm glad you're holding up well.
I am.
I know it hasn't been easy for you either.
No, it hasn't. Do you want to kiss? Let's kiss.
Aren't we naughty? Don't tell anybody we did that.
It's on the back. It's on the tape.
Just to, to think that for 25 years we've been together. We've been together, except for a couple weeks here and there, we've been together. And so to be apart for 3 months, I mean, even though he's living in the nursing home, we were together every day, 7 days a week, twice a day. So it gave me a taste for what it's going to be like when he dies. If he dies before me, but he's older than I am, and his health is more compromised than mine. So it gave me a taste of that. I realized that as I was alone.
May 5th. I have been doing some end-of-life reflecting. Dottie and I are planning to meet in the afterlife. Years ago, she wanted to be reincarnated as a hawk. That inspired me to write a love poem for her titled Hawks, way back in 1995, the second year of our marriage. Waking again, that glorious feeling, morning light shimmering on the ceiling, a swift north wind disturbing autumn's leaves, the bedroom curtains swaying in the breeze. Well, my bride, my lover, what do you say? Shall we meet on that mountaintop today? Hawks will be gliding south in graceful sweeps, and you and I have promises to keep.